everybody, and welcome back to my channel. By the way, before I forget, happy Easter everybody. I know it's not under the best circumstances, but nonetheless, let's be thankful for everything that we have. To be joining me for the very first time, my name is Donella and this is my world of makeup right here on YouTube. So I got a small request to create one of my color series look, but to do something that is beginner friendly. So I was trying to come up with something that is, you know, some really popping colors that I probably haven't used in a tutorial. I know, you know, what colors have I not used, but I'm thinking of doing something more on the coral side. So I'm going to be focusing more on, like, you know, peachy, pinky type of colors for this look. I have something in mind, but you know, sometimes when you have something in mind, it doesn't exactly come out the way that you want it to, and it might come out to be something else. But you know, whatever it is, I'm hoping that I still stick within the scope of colors that I have in mind, which is that I want to create something more on the pinky corally side. So if you are interested in seeing how I create this look, then please stay tuned. So let me start off by getting my lids primed, and I'm going to be using my Black Opal Total Coverage Concealer. I think this one is the shade Caramel, I'm not really sure, but let me just swirl my brush around in it for a bit just to get it nice and warmed up, because I haven't used this in a bit. And yeah, see, now she's gotten nice and tacky. Then I'm gonna apply this. I'm gonna use this as my primer for this look. Well, one thing I could say about this concealer is that when it said total coverage, it really wasn't lying. I can tell a lie. Let me just use my fingers to kind of blend out the edges here. But the one thing I noticed about this, right, is that you know, when you try to basically diffuse some color or some complexion product that you put on by just simply blending it out, I swear the more I try to blend out this concealer, the thicker it got. And I put way too much on because I'm not accustomed to it, so it's like, yeah, I already tried. I'm gonna start off by going into my Clarity Smoke palette. I'm gonna start off by using this like burnt orange shade, because I'm thinking of using that as like a transition in color, like between some pinks and orange as a transition in color. Start off with my good eye. This over here is my good eye. So we start off with some of that. Let me actually start by packing this on first and then blending it out. So I actually switched palettes. I realized that, yeah, the one from this smoke palette is a little bit, this orange is a little bit too dark. So I switched to the matte palette and I used this brighter shade of orange. So this is the one that I have here now. So now I'm going to use the one from, which shade of pink do I want? I'm thinking of using this pink from the, which one is this? The smoke palette. I'm thinking of using a bit of this pink and then just going over it with the same brush that I used. Should I use the same brush? I wonder. You know what? Since I already dipped in there, well, let me just continue using that one. And then I'm just basically going to go over that orange with some of this pink, packing it first. Pack first. And then just blend it. I'm working with a little bit of the orange because I'm thinking that I should have used the pink first and then go over with the orange, but that's okay. You know what, it is what it is. And I'm seeing a little bit of patch here. I'm wondering if it has to do with the base. So you know what, once I cut the crease again, I'm going to switch, because yeah, it might be the base, which is why I always use the MAC concealer and correct palette. I feel like that's like the best thing ever when it comes to using it as a, let me use a little bit more pink now. I think it's the orange that might be causing the patch. Might be wrong, but let's see. Into my MAC concealer and correct palette, only because I think that that concealer from the Black Opal Total Coverage, oh, let me just go all the way over like this first. I'm gonna stop right here. Then I'm gonna straighten it up. Use the excess to just cover some of that pink. Then I'm gonna straighten it up. Just need to diffuse a bit of that pink first. That went on my lid. Yeah. Okay, I've reapplied a bit of concealer just so I can put the color that I want on my lid, and I'm thinking of using like a peachy corally color, and I know that I'm thinking this color, the color that I want to use, might be a little bit dusty. So what I'm going to do is use a bit of this peachy color from my Makeup Forever Professional Flash Color palette. I'm just going to use just a small bit of that to apply as a basically as a base, because I know that color from the Charity Beauty palette is going to be a little bit dusty. So I'm just going to use a bit of this just to get a little bit of tackiness before I apply the color over it. Now you don't have to do this. This is just me using this as extra security, only because I know how the color from the Charity Beauty is, and I don't think it's going to actually show up the way I want it to, so I'm just giving it a little bit of help here. See, I'm not using a lot. I'm literally just, I wonder if I could just drag it a little bit so it doesn't take this long. Yeah, I could just drag it a little bit. So I'm going to be using this corally shade right here to add up to my lid. This corally shade, just in case you guys didn't see me, I'm using this corally shade right here. I'm gonna add this to my lid. Yes, this is exactly how I wanted it to show up, and I kind of knew if I didn't use that that corally base, it might not have showed up like this. I'm going to go back into that deep orange shade that I mistakenly took up the first time, that deep orange shade, and just apply a bit of it on the edge right here. And I'm going to go in and blend this together. So I went ahead and added a bit of black. I really was trying to stay away from black, but I feel like I needed a dark color there to diffuse a bit of that orange and pink and coral color that was going on between there, because it almost looked like you couldn't tell the difference between all of them. And I really wanted, well, the colors that I have here, you know, they're a little bit powdery and they actually weren't blending out the way I wanted them to blend. So in order for me to get a little bit of blending action or to diffuse a bit of the pinkness, I had to apply a bit of that black there, but that's okay. I'm still going to finish it. Like I said at the beginning, sometimes you have something in mind and it doesn't actually come out the way that you want it to. That's okay, I'm still going to finish it. So let me just add a bit of my MAC gel pot liner. I really didn't want to have to use any black. I really wanted the whole thing to just be like pink, peaches, corals, and oranges. But trust me, the way how those colors were applying, some of them like were a little bit too what's the word I'm looking, they're a little bit too powdery, so they weren't blending the way that I wanted them to blend. So I had to put a bit of black in there to help, you know, sort things out. Otherwise I would have still been over here struggling. And while I'm here explaining myself, let me just get started with the other eye. Yeah, I started off with this orange first. I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the first eye. I'm going to start off with the orange that was too dark and then go in with the orange that is the correct shade. Yeah, whatever you do on one eye, you have to do it on the other eye. So yeah, let's get popping with this eye. Actually kind of surprised at how well this brush, this is also one of those Emax brushes. I think I would have showed you guys the pencil brush one. Was it the pencil brush one in my last color series tutorial? I think it was a pencil brush one. Yeah, it was a pack of them. I'm gradually finding each one of them every time I do a tutorial. So yeah, maybe I might find the others all the time. Okay, let me just start applying this corally color now that I have my base laid. I'm starting to feel like this eye is my better eye now. I don't know, or maybe they're both good, but I'm picking and choosing right now. And that's not good. I feel like, yeah, sometimes I feel like this is quickly or slowly I should say, developing into the good. They're switching roles up on me. I don't know why, but it's cool. As long as I get you guys to do what I want you to do, I'm cool. So if you guys turn out to be two good eyes, when I say two good eyes, I mean I don't have any visual problems or anything, but two good application eyes, you know, where I don't have to be worrying about if one eye is gonna turn out good and the other one doesn't turn out good. That's what I mean. Shade of orange. That's exactly what I was trying to do, but yeah, as you can see, right, the orange isn't showing up how I want it to show up, so that's one of the reasons why I had to go in with the black. Like, I don't know if it's the it's a little bit too powdery, you know, so it's not really doing much in terms of the pigment of it is not that, it's not that pigmented, so that's one of the reasons why I had to go in with the black. So let me just get a little bit of black. I went to a little bit of black first, you know, I went in gradually, I didn't go in all the way, I just went in with a little bit like that, just like that, and then I started blending her out with the same brush that I had the orange on. I didn't go in too heavy because I thought that, you know, if I could probably make this look orange somehow, but you know, black is like a powerful color, so yeah, this is how it turned out, you know. And then I just gradually went back and forth, dip it in the black, and then just gradually making it a little bit darker. I feel like I went up too high there, so let me see something here. If I go up too high on one eye, I have to go up high on the other eye too. Okay, will let me back in action. So let me just switch brushes again. Ooh, too heavy, girl. Oh, I went in too heavy. I went too heavy. Oh my god. Let me see if I could diffuse some of this by using a bit of orange. Let's see if I can diffuse some of this. Lord have mercy. I'll be banging in my mouth. See, sometimes sometimes I can't talk and do this. This is what happens. Let me use a bit of pink. I really can't do this and talk sometimes. Sometimes I make a mess. Alright, so I'm just gonna keep going back and forth trying to diffuse this. So let me just do that and I'll be back really quickly playing up with these colors. Alright, I don't want my lash to dry all the way down. I mean, I wanted to dry all the way down, but you know what I mean. I wonder if I could do this with my finger, boy. I haven't applied lashes with my fingers in a while. I wonder if I can do that still. I think I can. Oh, can't do it. I feel like my finger's too fat and I can't see. Let me go back to tweezers. And, ooh, I forgot to prime. Hold on, hold on. Let me go in with this CoverGirl Full Spectrum Primer. Girl, I almost forgot to prime. Okay, I can do this. Yeah, I can do this. I can do this. All right, take two. Let me just go in with this CoverGirl. Not CoverGirl. What foundation is this again? Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless. Yeah. You know, I just realized me own the Maybelline concealers. I don't know why. No idea why. I'm going to go in with my MAC Select Cover Up, and I'm just going to use that in this area right here. This is just to cover up the little areas that need like extra covering. Do I have to do this? You know, I told you guys before, you know, there are many routines I do in terms of my foundation. I just get up one day and try something and I'm just like, okay, let me try that, let me do that. I'm gonna take the rest and then just do two blots underneath my eyes. So I'm gonna have to do a really bright highlight, so guess which translucent powders I have to go in with, girl. Okay. Ooh, I didn't know I could do this. That's cool. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my Fenty Instant Retouch Concealer. This one is the shade 430. I'm going to use a bit of that right here. do not own this concealer. I'm telling you, you're missing out. And you see, I haven't even dipped it in again. Yeah, it's that much product. That much. I'm gonna flip it to the other end right now. Yeah, this is a lot of product, girl. You get a lot for your money. We're gonna start by blending out the edges. With this concealer, right? Trust me, I do not need to go in with anything else, because once I set this with the Fenty powder, honey, you're gonna just be seeing pure perfection underneath these areas right here. Just want to get as close as possible up here, because you know you don't want to be seeing any, you know, like naked skin. Then I'm going to go in next with an oldie but goodie. It's this black opal foundation stick in the shade Ebony Brown. Right, time to set these babies in place. Honey and then banana. Baking a little bit with the yellow powder, just a little bit, just a little bit. And while I'm doing that, girl, a little bit of my Fenty honey just spilled. And right about now, I just want to scrape it up, because you know this is some serious time. So this is time to be wasting on. Right. Let me go in with banana and just add a bit of banana right over, honey. Just like that. Pack. Alright, so we're baking with both of them at the same time. Go in and line my waterline before I forget. And I'm going to be using my Definely Black pencil from MAC. Let me just give this a little warm up, because sometimes, you know, when these pencils are new, they tend to just need a little bit of warming up. Doubling up the fun today. First, I'm going to go in with my Prime Beauty Bronzer. I found the last dregs of my CoverGirl Ebony Bronzer, right? In the corners, and guess what? I am going to be using this baby. I'm sorry. The way how the world is right now, but we're not gonna try. Since we're on the pinky corally chain, I'm going to be using some of my Maybelline Cheek Heat Sheer Gel Cream Blush, or Blush Cream, I don't even know. Alright, so I'm back. I completed the rest of the look off camera because I felt like this video was getting way too long. I used, for the first time in any of my tutorials, because I normally don't use this highlighter. I don't think it works well with my complexion. I mixed it with my MAC, this MAC highlight, the Studio Finish highlight in the shade Gold. I mixed that with some of the Artist Couture Diamond Glow powder in the shade Illuminati. I don't use it because the whole Illuminati thing just got me like, why is it called that? But anyway, if you want to know what lip combination I use this lip gloss from Artist Couture. This one is called Shameless, and then I put a little bit of the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in the shade Chocolate Crepe. Shade is such a sexy brown shade, but you know, I just wanted to put a little bit of, just a smidge of pink in there, since you know we have this like pinky corally thing going on. That is it for this tutorial. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it, and I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your Easter Monday and the rest of the Easter holiday. Well, it's practically over but nonetheless, still enjoy this video. Please be sure to give it a big thumbs up on your way out, and also if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please be sure to click the subscribe button on your way out. And before you leave, I have one announcement. I do have 2 extra videos this week. I decided to film, you know, since we have the long weekend, and you know, although some of us are still working remotely, you know, I had a bit of time, so I decided to just sit down and film as much as I could. And during that time period, I was able to film 3 videos, this being the first one, and then the other one goes up tomorrow, and then the other one goes up the following day. So thank you guys so much for being here with me once again, and stay tuned for my next upload tomorrow and Wednesday. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye bye.